Lakeside, St. Edward, Ashland, tonight on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Jason Nicholas.
Hello there, good evening. I'm Jason Nicholas and welcome to Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, these three teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. First, let's take a look at our team standings because at the end of the season, the top three scoring teams will return for our championship showdown. But these points are very important for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant $20,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. Now, let's get started with our opening match. It is the lightning round. In this round, all three teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We'll subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We start each team tonight with 100 points. The answers to these questions are not whole words, just letters. Please give me the letter associated with each of these clues, just the letter. This letter is the first word of the Pledge of Allegiance. St. Ed's.
I.
I is correct. This letter tells an orchestra to play loudly. St. Edward.
F.
F is right. In this type of turn, a car completely reverses. Lakeside.
U.
U is right. This is the chemical symbol for potassium. St. Edward.
K.
K is right. This letter is the first word of America the Beautiful. St. Edward.
O.
O is right. This letter symbolizes the Japanese monetary unit. St. Edward.
Y.
Y. This letter indicates a temperature scale with a boiling point of 100. St. Edward.
C.
C, yes. This is the Roman numeral for 10. Ashland.
X.
X is correct. This letter equals MC squared. In Einstein's Ashland.
E.
E is right. For our final lightning round question, we go over to Shar Lotzenheiser from the Canton Classic Car Museum.
One of the gems of our collection here at the Canton Classic Car Museum is a 1911 edition of what early model Ford car?
Ashland.
T.
Model T is correct. That does it for our opening round. We'll come back, meet the teams as Academic Challenge continues.
Just like anything can happen in the game you're about to watch, anything can happen in life. That's why there's Westfield Insurance.
Our employees and agency partners are here for you when the unexpected happens. Help put the pieces back together and give you peace of mind.
In addition to high school quiz shows, we support programs like teen driver safety and community involvement.
The bottom line is that we value what you value.
So thanks for tuning in. Now let's watch these sharp young minds compete in what's sure to be an exciting match.
Tonight's judge from Cuyahoga Community College is John Schmidt, Assistant Professor of Nursing. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's time now for our mix-it-up round here. The questions were 20 points. There is no penalty for an incorrect answer, so guess away. If a team answers all 6 questions correctly, they'll receive those 25 bonus points. First, let's take some time to learn about team number 1 from Lakeside, located 50 miles east of Cleveland in Ashtabula County. Lakeside High School offers a diversified selection of over 35 electives to its over 1,100 students, including AP and post-secondary work. Its mission is to provide a quality education by fostering critical thinking skills and academics in a safe and healthy environment. Lakeside empowers all students to be lifelong learners and responsible, productive citizens. Corinne is the captain of Lakeside. You're involved in the musical. Tell us more.
Yes, our school is shortly performing Grease, which I am cast in, and I'm also attending Cleveland State University next year.
Okay, awesome. Anthony, you're a member of the chess club. Tell us more about Anthony.
Yeah, we meet twice a week and have some cool tournaments with different chess moves and stuff like that.
Sounds fun. Over to Felicia. Felicia, you're involved in Model UN. Tell everyone at home more about you.
Yes, I started freshman year, and due to lack of interest, we had it discontinued until this year, which was the first year that we were fortunate enough to revive the program.
All right, fantastic. Lakeside, these questions only for you, no need to buzz in. Hidden in this sentence is the name of what famous ancient Greek battle which has given its name to a 26-mile foot race?
Marathon.
Marathon is right. Which of these words best suggests someone who is impoverished?
Destitute.
That is right. To complete this remark made by Mercutio in Romeo and Juliet, you would name what deadly epidemic often linked to the word bubonic?
Plague.
Plague is right. You'd consult this volume of an old encyclopedia to learn about what Roman sea god who names a distant planet.
Neptune.
Neptune is right. If you follow the Mississippi River up to its source, you'd end up in which of these bodies of water?
Lake Superior.
Itasca is the right answer there. This observation was made during World War II by Cordell Hull, who then held what cabinet post? Today held by John Kerry. Have a guess here?
Secretary of State.
It's always good to guess on Academic Challenge. Correct! Well done, Lakeside. Why not, right? Team 2 tonight is St. Edward. St. Edward is an all-boy Catholic high school in Lakewood founded by the Brothers of Holy Cross. Its over 900 students are challenged to grow in their faith, strive for excellence in academics, the arts, and athletics, and commit to the virtues of servant leadership. Offered are 23 honors, 15 AP, and 41 courses in its well-known innovative international baccalaureate and engineering programs featuring a robotics lab and 2 technology labs. Gino is the captain of St. Edward. Gino's in the math club. Tell us more, Gino.
Yeah, in the math club, we actually do different competitions every week, and I'd like to thank WWS for having us today.
We'd like to thank you for coming in. Gregory, over to you. You're involved in mock trial.
Yes, that's correct. In addition to that, I'm also involved with Model UN, Sophomore Class Council, and Campus Ministry, and I'd also like to take this time to thank our advisors, Mr. Lazos and Mr. Abraham. Very
good. Over to Andrew. Andrew plays 3 instruments. Tell us more about those instruments.
I do. I play the tuba, the trumpet, and the alto sax in 4 different bands and organizations in St. Ed's. I'd like to take this time to thank our alternates, Greg Paddocky, Nick Taylor, and Michael Long.
Very good. Gregory, Gino, Andrew, the men of St. Edward, these questions just for you. Chew on this phrase and see if you can find hidden the name of what noble gas often used in advertising displays.
Neon.
Neon, a person who is intrepid. Best described by which of these?
Fearless.
Fearless is correct. You can complete this quote from a former British Prime Minister by adding what element that makes up 20% of the air we breathe?
Oxygen.
Oxygen is right. You look in this volume of an old encyclopedia to read about what type of picture writing used in ancient Egypt.
Hieroglyphics.
You got it. An ancient Greek farmer hoping for a good harvest would pray to which of these Greek deities who presided over fruits and grain?
Demeter.
That is correct. 25 bonus points possible here, St. Edward. This statement is from what pacifist who helped lead India to independence and was known as the Mahatma?
Gandhi.
25 bonus points for St. Edward. Well done, gentlemen. All right, finally tonight is Ashland with over 1,100 students. Ashland, located an hour southwest of Cleveland off of Interstate 71. The mission of Ashland is to create a high-performing community of responsible learners and citizens in a safe, supportive, and challenging environment. The staff and students are committed to educational excellence and to developing lifelong learners. Ashland High School met 100% of its indicators and has achieved the rating of A as determined by the State of Ohio Building Report Card. Akila is the captain of Ashland. And Akila, you are involved in Indian classical dance. Tell us more.
Yes, I'm also involved in National Honor Society and mock trial, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our advisor, Mr. Mario Court, for working with us this year.
Very good. Over to Sam. Sam is the president of the Scrabble Club. Tell us more, Sam.
I'm also secretary of the National Honor Society.
Very good. Bharat, you are involved in cross country. What else do you do?
I also play tennis, and in my spare time, I enjoy playing the violin and table tennis.
All right, fantastic. Ashland, these questions just for you. Let's start. You can eliminate the agony here by finding in this phrase the name of what building that houses the Defense Department?
Pentagon.
Yes. Which of these words is the best synonym for the verb conquer?
Subjugate.
That is right. You can complete this quote from the Merry Wives of Windsor by filling the blank space with what pearl-bearing bivalve mollusk?
Oyster.
The oyster is right. Old Encyclopedia would give you information about what chief Greek god?
Zeus.
Zeus is correct. You should be extra careful when climbing which of these mountains because this mountain here is an active volcano.
Mount St. Helens.
That is right. 25 bonus points possible here for Ashland. This comment was made about the Constitution by one of its signers. What New York delegate later killed in a duel with Aaron Burr?
Alexander Hamilton.
25 bonus points for Ashland. Good stuff tonight. We're back more Q&A as Academic Challenge continues.
I'm Lauren Miller of Wickert Insurance, a Westfield partner, bringing you the Sharing Knowledge Building Trust question of the week. True or false? Your personal property is covered anywhere in the world.
For the answer and a chance to win an iPad mini, visit westfieldinsurance.com/academic challenge.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we begin our next round, let's recap our scores so far tonight. Third place, 210 points, Lakeside. Second place, 275. We have Ashland in the lead tonight so far. Still very early. St. Edward, 305. Now it is time for our picture-perfect round here. Each correct answer, 10 points. But a wrong or no answer will cost 10 points. All three teams are playing here, so hands on your buzzers. Eyes on the monitor. Here we go. Go through this gate here. You'll be in the courtyard of what magnificent palace built outside Paris by Louis XIV, St. Edward?
Versailles.
Versailles is right. The cassowary, a vicious bird known to kill people who get in its way, is found primarily on what Pacific island where Papua is located? Ashland.
New Guinea.
New Guinea. Well done. You're seeing some of the destruction caused in 1900 when a fierce hurricane nearly leveled what Texas city with a G initialed name? Ashland.
Galveston.
Galveston, we'll accept that. Correct. What value of X will satisfy this equation, St. Edward?
-5.
That is right. This is a table from Thomas Jefferson's book room. His private library of 7,000 volumes became the nucleus of what largest national, St. Edward?
Library of Congress.
That is right. Some archaeologists think this ancient sculpture is what D-initialed Persian king called the Great. St. Edward.
Darius.
That is correct. Because his name is unknown, this miner is described with what same numerical term that also identifies the NFL team from San Francisco? Ashland.
49er.
49er, correct. In this issue of Cleveland Magazine, we learned about the vaults at the 4th District headquarters of what institution, which serves as the central bank of the U.S.? St. Edward.
The Federal Reserve.
Federal Reserve Bank, correct. Well done there. Good round for St. Edward and Ashland. We'll be back, more Q&A right after this. Let's welcome our team advisors tonight from Ashland Flory Memorial Court, from Lakeside Ed Gallatin, and from St. Edwards Chris Abraham. Time to get back underway now with hot picks one at a time. I'll ask each team 8 questions. The correct responses were 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive those very important 25 bonus points. First up, Lakeside. Let's go over to Gino from St. Edward. What it'll be, 1, 2, 3, or 4, Gino?
4.
Envelope number 4 for Lakeside. Again, these questions only for you. No need to buzz in. Let's begin. Among the ships boarded during the Boston Tea Party was a vessel named for what flat-tailed animal admired by human engineers for its dam-building skills?
Beaver.
The beaver's right. The Romans gave the name Mare Mortium to what lifeless Middle East sea that's the lowest point on the Earth's land surface? Guess if I guess here, Middle East Sea, lifeless, Dead Sea. Discovered in the 19th century, asteroid number 56 was named for what mythical Greek woman who opened a box and let trouble loose in the world?
Pandora.
Pandora's right. To the monitor your science question. Many chemical elements have several possible valent states. Which of these elements has only one?
Nitrogen.
Sodium. In 1516, the reign of the region of Palestine was conquered by what Turkish empire that ruled for the next 400 years?
Ottoman.
That is right. The story of Hansel and Gretel, which has a happy ending, appears in an anthology compiled by what rather unhappily married German brothers?
Grimm.
That is right. To the monitor for your math question. Simplify this.
-4b to the 4th.
That is right. Winston Churchill could boast a great-great-grandparent from what New York Indian Confederation that included the Mohawk and Cayuga tribes? Guess if a guess on this one. the Iroquois. Well done, Lakeside. A tough draw there. It can happen in hot picks, certainly. St. Edward's, team 2. Let's go to Aquila from Ashland. What will it be? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Envelope number 2 for the gentleman of St. Edward's. Let's start. Mountaineers use the term Kong Shung face to describe the dangerous east side of what highest mountain? First climbed in 1953 by Edmund Hillary.
Mount Everest.
That is right. You can drive along Gold Vault Road and Bullion Boulevard at what Kentucky fort, where the U.S. stores much of its gold?
Fort Knox.
That is right. Scholars rejoiced in 2003 when the University of Texas placed on the internet its priceless edition of a 15th century Bible, named by what German printer?
Gutenberg.
That is correct. To the monitor, for your science question, in order to analyze a mixture of metals, it may be necessary to dissolve it. Which of these would probably be the best solvent?
Sulfuric acid.
Correct. Christopher Columbus was called the Admiral of the Ocean Seas and the pilot of what peninsula on which Spain and Portugal are located?
Iberian.
That is right. One of the Englishmen who fought in the 100 Years' War was what author who later wrote the Canterbury Tales?
Chaucer.
Jeff Chaucer is right. To the monitor for your math question. What is the size in degrees of the exterior angle X in this equilateral triangle?
120 degrees.
120 is right. 25 bonus points possible here, St. Edward. In its 14-year existence, the Continental Congress had 16 presidents, including what man who became our first Chief Justice?
John Jay.
25 bonus points! St. Edward. Nice job again, guys. Team 3 is Ashland. We go back over to Corinne from Lakeside. What will it be, 1 or 3?
3.
Envelope number 3 for Ashland. You guys ready? Here we go. Covering an area of 3 million square miles, what North African desert is the largest in the world?
The Sahara Desert.
Sahara is right. Charles Dawes was the only sitting vice president to be awarded what prestigious international peace prize?
The Nobel Peace Prize.
Nobel Peace Prize is right. Fargo may be North Dakota's largest city, but the political stage is set by the legislature in what capital named for a German statesman?
Bismarck.
Bismarck is right. To the monitor your science question. 14 little-known elements belong to the group known as rare earths. Which of these is a rare earth element?
Erbium.
Yes, well done. The letters MD stand for medical doctor, and also for what theory? Widespread during the 1800s that said the U.S. was meant to expand the Pacific.
Manifest Destiny.
That is right. In 2006, a collector paid more than $3,000 for a letter written by what author of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and the Chronicles of Narnia?
C.S. Lewis.
That is correct. To the monitor for your math question. Solve for X.
200.
X equals 200. Good job. 25 bonus points possible here now. Ashland, originally the people of the island of Malta, probably came from what North African city destroyed by Rome in the Third Punic War?
Carthage.
25 bonus points for Ashland. Good stuff. Great match tonight. Relatively close between first and second. Grab bag round is up after this. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Great crowd again tonight on East 30th in Euclid. Let's recap our scores so far tonight. In third place, 310 points, Lakeside. Second place at 490. High total heading into the final round. Ashland and St. Edward so far has been very impressive in the lead, 540 points. Now, though, it is time for our grab bag round. This is a free-for-all. A lot can happen here. 20 points for a correct answer, but a team will lose 20 for a wrong or no answer. Also here, visual questions. Those are worth 30, but again, an incorrect answer there will cost you 30. All three teams are playing here, so hands on your buzzers. Our grab bag round begins now. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the fall of the wall that once divided what large European city? St. Edward.
Berlin.
Is right. Modern antitoxins might have not helped Cleopatra, who used what venomous snake to commit suicide? St. Edward.
Asp.
Asp is right. Had there been public opinion polls in 1807, Congress's standing would have plunged after its passage of what unpopular E-initialed act halting foreign trade? St. Edward.
Embargo.
That is right. To the monitor. The largest known species of crane, the saurus, may still be found in the jungles of what Southeast Asia country? Capital is Kuala Lumpur. St. Edward.
Malaysia.
That is right. One of the Atlantic's best fishing grounds is off the coast of Newfoundland in an area with what two-word name? Anybody have a guess here? The Grand Banks. How many prime numbers are there between 35 and 40? Ashland.
1.
1 is right. A major event leading to the Spanish-American War was the mysterious destruction in Havana Harbor of what battleship? Ashland.
USS Maine.
Maine is right. To the monitor, the author of this quote was what Polish woman whose curiosity led to her discovery of radium? St. Edward.
Marie Curie.
That is right. Less than half a century after the death of Muhammad, Islam had already reached what city? Now Afghanistan's capital? Ashland.
Kabul.
Kabul is right. Choice. That the direction of an induced current will oppose the change that it produced. It is known as Snell's law, Lenz's law, or Wien's law. Anybody know this or have a guess? Lenz's law. The trombone was first used in a symphony by what German composer who used a chorus in his 9th symphony? Ashland?
Beethoven.
Beethoven is right. To the monitor, this man here who shocked the nation in 1832 by becoming the first St. Edward.
Henry Clay.
John C. Calhoun is the right answer. The Pioneer was the name given to a prototype railway car designed by what man whose name later became a synonym for a sleeping car? Ashland?
Pullman.
Pullman is right. A historian might compare billionaires like Bill Gates to what ancient king of Lydia, known for his great wealth? Anybody know this? Croesus. Critics speak of purple prose, but what purple flowers lost in the dooryard bloomed in the title of a Walt Whitman famous poem? Lakeside.
Song of Myself.
Lilac. George Washington was described as first in war and first in peace by what Virginia statesman nicknamed Light Horse Harry? The answer is Henry Lee. In The Phantom of the Opera, the heroine has what first name that also identifies a murderous automobile in a horror story by Stephen King? Lakeside.
Christine.
Christine is right. Separate but Unequal is the title of one book about what 1896 U.S. Supreme Court decision? St. Ed's.
Plessy v. Ferguson.
That is right. 2014 marks the 75th anniversary of the opening of the Baseball Hall of Fame, located in what town? St. Edward.
Cooperstown.
That is right. The U.S. and Canada are jointly battling what invasive sea-initialed fish that is threatening the native fish in the Great Lakes? Looking for the Asian carp. Carp, in his second inaugural address, Abraham Lincoln urged malice towards none and what benevolent quality for all? Ashland.
Charity.
Charity is right. The island of Java included a densely forested district with B-initialed name that suggests a small rooster or lightweight boxer. St. Edward.
Bantamweight.
Judge, that's incorrect. Is that incorrect? Bantam is the right response there. That buzzer means the game is over. Let's take a look at our final scores tonight. In third place, 310 points, Lakeside. In second place, a very impressive total, earning a spot in the top 10, 610 is Ashland. And our winner tonight, 650 points, top 10, St. Edward. Hey, join us next week. We'll feature teams from Archbishop Hoban, Vermilion, and West Geauga. I'm Jason Nicholas. We'll see you next week for another edition of Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.